Lore dump.
Hello, and welcome to Lore Dump, the show where we take someone who hasn't played a game and we walk them through the full story. My name is...
Now in beautiful, crisp 4K quality.
Thanks, Chase. I am Monty'S, and I'm joined by...
Chase.
And...
Neil.
And we are covering Mortal Kombat today. Yeah, exactly like Chase pointed out, we have managed to invest in 3 beautiful XLR mics and a Rodecaster. This is not sponsored by Rode. We just want to let you know that if you're listening to this thinking, wow, this sounds a little bit different, a little bit better, or maybe a little bit worse, hopefully not. That's because, yeah, we've managed to use all that beautiful Patreon money, really, to invest in a nice setup now.
Thanks, patrons.
Yeah, seriously, thank you, patrons. This is what your money goes towards. So we hope you like it. And we're not going to mess around too much because I have 1 million episodes to get through to cover the entirety of Mortal Kombat.
So exciting.
Chase is on the soundboard.
I think we need to look into taking that away from them in
Yes, we
future
do.
episodes.
Yes.
There's so many new toys. It's like Christmas in the Lore Dump studio. Okay.
Full disclosure then, right? Just to kind of set the scene for this. I'm going to cover every single Mortal Kombat game, including spin-offs, with 2 exceptions.
Is this your Kingdom Hearts?
This will be the most games I've ever covered, for sure. But it will not be our longest series because, like, today, to give you a sense, I have 10 pages covering 2 games.
Yeah.
I
So
see.
it's really short.
Okay.
And half of that is, well, you'll see.
What prompted you to want to cover this series of games?
Right, okay, so I'm very new to Mortal Kombat. So
Are you?
Yeah, sincerely.
Did you not grow up playing them?
Oh, I grew up playing a couple of them, but I didn't grow up like investing in the lore and stuff. One game in particular that we'll cover, which I am not spoiling at all, because I really don't want to give it away, because when you see it, you'll lose it. I was a big fan of on the Xbox 360 back in the day, and that was really my entire Mortal Kombat experience until last year, a year and a half ago, when I played the new Mortal Kombat 1, which is a complete reboot of the franchise, and a game that we are not covering, because that is a brand new story in a brand new world and a complete reset.
I see.
This has, by the time we finish the set of games I'm going to cover, which is going to be 1 up to 11 and 11's DLC, you will have a full story here. It does have an ending.
Weird.
It's really cool.
So odd.
But the lore is also absolute chaos and makes no sense.
It's so I was saying this to Neil in the car, is that straight up, like, I grew up playing all these games. I played so many of them, but I never like owned them. So it was always like I'd go to, little Timmy's house, and little Timmy would have it on their Xbox, and so we'd play it. I had no fucking clue there was any lore.
The lore is dense. It's so good. There's
Like,
spin-off comics, there's spin-off movies.
It's such a weird game franchise where it's like I don't think any of us are like strangers to playing the games.
I never really grew up with fighters at all. We like, if we went to the cinema in the UK, that was often the only chance I think a lot of kids would have to play an arcade.
Oh, like actual proper arcades.
Yeah, so like
Aw.
they would have Street Fighter at my local cinema, but I don't remember playing Mortal Kombat. Obviously, just through general cultural exposure, I know things about it.
Basically the same game, innit?
Yeah, but
Let's
this
upset the
more,
fanboys.
more.
Yeah, you're going to upset me. Mortal Kombat is the OG. It all really stems from Mortal Kombat's kind of
We're
what it
looking
brought
at
to
a
the fighting genre.
glorious poster from the 90s, and I don't know if either of you want to describe this. We've got.
Go ahead.
Do you want to?
Yeah, I mean, we've got 2 little boys at an arcade at the Mortal Kombat machine, and we've got 2 of the characters played by one of whom looks like maybe like a young Vin Diesel.
I'm so glad that you agree. I was thinking the same
listeners,
thing.
we have a man with a metal implant over his face with a laser eye, and
the
another
other
man
one's-
in a straw hat.
That's
I
right.
thought that was just a shadow.
Raiden/Raiden, depending on who, or depending on what his spelling is. His spelling changes across games
Brilliant.
too, but we call him Raiden.
But they are
Raiden
reaching
and
out
Kano.
of the machine. Raiden and who?
Kano,
Kano.
who's Australian. So I hope you're ready for that.
What?
Oh no! And they're grabbing the little boys by their scruffs, and the tagline is "So real it hurts."
So I played the reboot. I played Mortal Kombat 1 when it came out. It's a terrible video game, and really,
really?
ironically, it was
And as a result, you've played.
I played all the
12
others
more.
because I played it and I went, "This is pretty," but like this is fine. What's the vibe of Mortal Kombat? What am I missing from when I played it as a
I
kid?
will say that those fatality screens in Mortal Kombat 1, there.
Oh yeah, I've got some of those for you. You'll see them, but I went back then as a result, and I used an emulator, I used GOG. I've played every game that we're going to cover today. Some of them are good, some of them are not.
I take it this happened before you had a kid.
Yeah, long before I had a kid. Actually, yeah, it happened while my wife was pregnant. This is what I did. I just fell into Mortal Kombat for a year.
Are you a fighting game pro? Are you going to start doing tournaments?
I am terrible at them. I am so bad at them, but I love these games.
Are they difficult to get through story-wise? Because obviously they're designed for competition 2-player, so...
Online, you will get your ass kicked. Stories, dead easy. Dead easy. Yeah. But regardless, we're just going to get started because I'm really excited to kind of take you through the story of this.
Yeah.
So, are you ready? We start with the US government. The year is 1992.
The US government theme song.
It always does.
Kids flock to arcades to try out a new fighting game, Mortal Kombat, developed by Midday. It promises violence, it promises pummeling, it promises gruesome fatalities, and it causes a stir.
I'm sorry, Mortal Kombat is a canon game in world.
No, this is our world.
No, this is a history lesson about the making of the game. Sorry.
Okay. I thought we were like in world.
And who's this fun-looking character on screen?
Soon, the game is released onto consoles, the Sega Genesis and the Super Nintendo. Kids stick it on their list for Santa Claus, and Santa delivers. Enter this man, Captain Kangaroo, a children's TV presenter.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Who was very outspoken about violence and entertainment. He teams up with Senator Joseph Lieberman to call for a hearing that examines Mortal Kombat and games like it.
Sure.
Lieberman specifically called for Mortal Kombat to be banned altogether, but acknowledged that it was protected under free speech laws. During the hearing, Lieberman rigs up a Sega Genesis and plays Mortal Kombat to prove his point. And notably, he is pretty damn good at the game and kicks a lot of ass. So he has clearly been playing this a long time. The moral panic that Lieberman stirred ended with the creation of the US's video game rating system. This entire series is why that system exists.
Yeah. I did know that. Forgot about that.
Interestingly, Mortal Kombat did not get an M17 rating, the highest there was. It got an M13 rating. Nintendo did not like this. So they opted, because they were family friendly, they didn't want mature games on their system. So they opted to sanitize the violence in their version of the game so it would get a lower rating. Lieberman didn't approve, stating, and I quote, "This version does not have the death sequences, and instead of red blood spurting out, there's some other liquid."
Wait, is he a fan of these games or not?
I don't know. He knows them very well, though.
God damn it, this isn't the experience you're supposed to have with these fucking games.
So kids didn't like this either, and as a result, the Nintendo version flopped. Nowadays, you can play Mortal Kombat on things like the Switch. I don't know if you heard about the controversy regarding the new Mortal Kombat on Switch. It looks and plays like dog shit. Like, these games are beautiful nowadays. The engine's gorgeous.
Sorry, Switch fans. That's most games on Switch.
True, but it's like it's a real downgrade. It's more than anything you've seen before. I will show you some pictures later. It's awful.
What do you mean, Chase? Were you not excited to see the latest Pokemon gameplay trailer that looks like exactly the same as the one from 15 years ago?
To be fair, actually, I'm really excited for ZA.
Oh, yeah.
You would be.
Well, it's not turn-based anymore.
Good.
Is it not turn-based anymore?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
Well, doesn't have to be, does it? Anyway, this is it. We're getting
Anyway, with that
sidetracked.
brief history lesson out of the way, let's get into the lore of Mortal Kombat. So, part 1 prologue.
Is Lieberman an unlockable character?
Lieberman has passed away. He's dead now.
Oh, they should have put him in, though.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. If this series has fucking like...
Yes, we've got a button, by the way, on our sound desk, which for Mortal Kombat has a lot of death fake outs, so I need to make it clear whenever a character is actually dead. So we will be playing fatality whenever that happens. So part 1 prologue. There's some stuff we need to establish before getting into the story itself. The first is that the universe is held together by numerous realms. There's a fair few, but for now what we have is Earth Realm, which is Earth.
Okay.
We've got Outworld, which is basically a fantasy land. It's got magic, dragons, various creatures, and fantasy races that you would recognize. It's also a bit of a wasteland for in-universe lore reasons, but it is a fantasy world. We've got the Netherrealm, which is hell.
Okay.
It's the underworld, right? Easy to remember.
Big rock skulls.
We've got Chaos Realm, where the laws of physics are literally chaos. It's broken apart, storms and tempests batter it. Order Realm. Law, order, and structure prevail above anything else. There isn't anything particularly special about the laws of physics here. It's more that its societies are all very controlled and orderly. It's quite fascist, orderly. Then we've got Edenia, basically the Garden of Eden. Magic exists here too. It's a fantasy world, but it's all very colourful and utopian. Then we've got the Heavens, where the elder gods of the Mortal Kombat universe reside.
Sorry, there's elder gods.
Oh, Chase, are there elder gods? And for now, all you really need to focus on...
Do we fight the elder gods?
You do fight an elder god at one point. Yes, but we'll get there. For now, though, all you really need to worry about are Earthrealm, Outworld, Edenia, and the Netherrealm. So Earth, Fantasy but Wasteland, Garden of Eden, and Hell.
That's just Rivendell.
That is just... It just looks like Rivendell.
Just Rivendell.
Yeah, I'm interested to see who the fighter from Edenia is. It doesn't seem like the kind of place that would
I was going to say, of all the characters that I know in this franchise, none of them fit in there. None of them fit in Rivendell to me.
We'll see.
The other three, sure, but...
Aeons ago, Earthworld held a tournament for Shaolin monks to fight each other and became martial arts masters. This was just a standard martial arts tournament, nothing weird, but then bang! An old sorcerer from Outworld called Shang Tsung appeared. I've got a gif on screen. It's Shang Tsung clapping from Mortal Kombat 1. So an old sorcerer from Outworld called Shang Tsung appeared. He announced that he worked for the Outworld Emperor, Shao Kahn the Conqueror. Okay? Our baddies, basically.
Yeah. Oh. It looks like he might have been like skipping leg day a little bit. He's very triangular shaped. Very bulky on the shoulders.
Shao Kahn was here to begin Outworld's invasion of Earthrealm. He was like, right, I've conquered Outworld and now I want to do more. If you follow the lore of the movie, the terrible Mortal Kombat movie, he is actually brothers with a character that you will know, Raiden, who's the man with the straw hat. They're not brothers. Ignore that altogether. I'm just telling you that for a fun fact.
Is he a human?
So he's not a human, but there are humanoid people in Edenia.
Got you.
And Outworld, sorry.
I was about to say, is he in
Outworld.
Edenia now? Are the realms like known, or is this like Earth suddenly was like, oh no, now there's other
a wizard. Now there's a wizard here clapping.
I did forget about the clapping wizard.
So back then, this is like before the age of technology and stuff. And yeah, when Shao Kahn showed up, people freaked out a little bit. So Shao Kahn and his sorcerer Shang Tsung were like, right, we're here and we're going to conquer Earth. Oh no! They kind of showed up to this Shaolin monk tournament. One day, the Shaolin monks were just like doing their martial arts, and Shao Kahn walks out of a portal, like, I'm here to conquer you.
Shaolin monks are so cool. Like just IRL. One of the coolest form of martial arts. Anytime I see videos, I'm like that.
I'm really glad you like Shaolin monks.
I love Shaolin monks.
So the Elder Gods saw this invasion and they were like, right, no, that's not on. And they intervened, saying that you cannot invade other realms. That will upset the balance of the universe. But they acknowledged that free will is a thing. So they created the Mortal Kombat tournament and put some rules in place. So,
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. So if you want to invade a realm, you have to do a Mortal Kombat.
And Conquer Man here decided that. That's not like
the
Elder Gods did. The Elder Gods
How
did.
are you already getting lost?
What is happening? This is the easy bit.
Wait, when did the Elder Gods get here?
The Elder Gods have always existed.
Okay, yes, but
they're eternal.
So are they now on Earth? Like they saw him show up and they're like, oh no, wait, we're here now.
We're drafting the T's and C's.
They were up in the heavens and they looked down and saw Shao Kahn step out of his portal like, I'm here to conquer. And they went, yo, wait a sec. They came down and were like, here's the situation.
Here's your controller. You got to do a Mortal Kombat.
I mean, really what they did was, if we're being serious about it, they probably sent down one of their many kind of half-gods that kind of come and walk the earth. You're going to meet a few. You'll learn about them. Don't worry about it. But that isn't the important thing. This is the rules of Mortal Kombat. So,
okay.
If you want to invade somewhere, you have to do a Mortal Kombat. So rule 1. Every 50 years, I hope you like really pixely pictures. We're going to be here for a lot of Phase 1.
Oh, is that our clapping wizard in the background?
That's Shang Tsung in the background, yep. If you're curious, this is Johnny Cage and Raiden. You'll see Raiden is spelled with a Y. That is not how we spell Raiden's name. It's actually with an I. Don't question
it. Does Raiden have lightning powers yet?
He does. He's a Thunderman already.
Oh, I thought he was the Iceman.
No, he's a Thunderman.
That's
Who's
Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero's the Iceman, yeah.
Oh.
So, rule number 1 of Mortal Kombat. Every 50 years, competing realms would send their best fighters to a single elimination martial arts tournament. If a realm wins this tournament 10 times in a row, they earn the right to invade the opposing realm.
Wait, so they do 10 times over?
Yeah.
In one go, not like one time every 50 years.
Every 50 years, 10 times. So you across 500 years, you need to win 10 times.
In a row.
In a row.
Incredible.
In a row.
That's so annoying.
It's really bureaucratic, yeah.
That's so brilliant.
Like they're like, look, we can't stop you from invading, but we are going to make the rules like really stupid.
You want me to have the same weekend blocked out in my calendar every 50? Oh,
Wait. But is this like pre-agreed? Like one's like, I want to invade, so we're going to do a Mortal Kombat every 50 years? Or is it like literally every realm sends their delegates to the Mortal Kombat?
Every realm, it kind of depends.
Because then is it just like, oh, everybody's sending their thing? I guess you can invade if you keep winning.
It's a lot of alliances. They never really answer that question because it's a lot of alliances. Like Shao Kahn shows up and he's like, I'm going to invade. And then NetherRealm might show up and it's like, we're here to help Shao Kahn invade because he promised us
And then they've all got
jewels.
to sit down, pull out the diaries and go, how was May? May's kind of busy.
How are you guys fixing the next 50 years? Well, our champion's going to be dead by then, so we need to find a new champion.
I have the kids at the weekend, so...
So, if a realm wins this tournament 10 times in a row, they earn the right to invade the opposing realm. Whichever fighter wins that tournament is granted immortality until the next tournament, so they can defend their title every 50 years. So if you keep winning Mortal Kombat, you can live forever, right? If you want to be a champion.
What?
Rule number 2.
Okay.
Once declared, Mortal Kombat cannot be declined by either party. So if Outworld shows up in 50 years and goes, by the way, we're going to do a Mortal Kombat, it's been 50 years, Earthrealm have to do it. If they turn it down, Outworld can invade, just if they want to. Rule number 3, all fighters are granted special abilities, so they're evenly matched, which is how you get some absolute nonsense fighters in this fighting
I
like
wondered
demons.
how Johnny Cage, from memory, who's an actor or a stuntman or whatever, is going up against alien gods.
Yes.
This makes some sense now.
Basically, it's just you're a bit stronger. It's nothing too crazy. But yeah, you're a bit stronger. You could take a punch. Rule 4. Any violation of these terms will invoke the wrath of the Elder Gods themselves. I will not go into detail, but you will see what that looks like in the future. Rule number 5. Have fun. So there's your 5 rules, okay?
Please tell me that's a legitimate...
Rule number 5, I don't think is there, no.
Oh, boo.
So over the next 450 years, 9 tournaments happen. Shang Tsung, Outworld, wins 9 of these tournaments in a row, until he is defeated by Earthrealm's champion, the great Kung Lao. However, 50
Do you want to
years...
describe Kung Lao? Sorry.
Yes, Kung Lao is a Shaolin monk. Sorry, that's not Kung Lao. Kung Lao is this man. He's a normal-looking man. He's a bald man.
Who looks like he's been defeated.
Yeah.
So probably not the best illustration for him winning.
That man there this is from the comic. It's just to make things easier so not staring at pixels. This is Shang Tsung, the sorcerer, the Outworld sorcerer, who works for Shang Tsung and Shao Kahn, 2 different guys.
Shao Kahn's the invader.
Shao Kahn's the conqueror. Shang Tsung is his right hand, his sorcerer.
He's the clapping wizard.
He's the clapping
And
wizard.
he's the one who's won all the tournaments.
Yeah, but basically Shang Tsung does it for Shao Kahn. Yeah. He like organizes it all and stuff because Shao Kahn's busy. He's conquering and stuff.
I see.
So
I don't know where he's conquering because
say, 'cause
we
then
know
he has
all
to
the
go
realms.
combat.
well, you'll find out.
Wait, so do they earn the right to invade? They don't just automatically get the planet.
It's kind of vague. I mean, look, realistically, if we were in this world and Outworld won 10 tournaments in a row and they showed up and was like, by the way, your planet is ours now, I think we would fight back. There would be a resistance.
Well, that's
so
my
you
point.
could do a resistance.
But you've got to assume that he has a portal with a million demons behind it waiting to come
Imagine
through.
you spend 500 years winning 10 Mortal Kombats in a row, you go to invade and then just like lose.
Yeah.
Like your invasion just
What would be
fails.
funnier? What would be the funniest possible thing? If you wait 500 years and we've all left, like we've all just...
And don't forget, you also have an immortal person in your team because you've won a Mortal Kombat. So like that person can't die, so you're kind of screwed. So this happens, right? 9 in a row. Oh no, he's going to win. However, then the great Kung Lao, a Shaolin monk from Earthrealm, wins that 10th tournament.
Oh.
So that streak of 9, gone.
So that's bought us 500 years.
We're fine, yeah,
What a
500
chad.
years. However, then the next one rolls around, and the great Kung Lao is defeated by Outworld's newest warrior, Goro. Do you want to describe Goro?
4 arms,
Yep.
alien looking.
Yep.
You all know what Goro looks like.
I was just thinking he looks like a 4-armed orc.
Goro, yeah, pretty much. Goro belongs to a race called the Shokan. This is important because the Shokan are quite key. So Goro belongs to a race called the Shokan. He is half human, half dragon. That's what the Shokan are.
Wait,
Yeah.
that's That's not a half dragon, man.
Do you don't think it's a half
That
dragon,
looks
man?
nothing like a dragon.
Yeah, he just looks like a
That is
four-armed orc.
that is an orc.
Yeah. So Goro didn't just beat Kung Lao, he killed him and went on to win the next 9 tournaments.
Oh god.
Fatality.
Hey.
Absolutely, yeah, it's a fatality. So yeah, so basically we just reset.
So we never play as him.
We never play as the Great Kung Lao.
This is all set up still.
All set up still. So yeah, I mean, when we get to the game, you're going to see it's like a page. So all of that's happened, basically. So Goro is currently Outworld's champion. Shang Tsung and Shao Kahn are about to conquer Earthrealm. 9 tournaments pass and we keep losing. And we come up to present day, which is the 10th Mortal Kombat tournament. It's held at the island fortress of Shang Tsung and Earthrealm's champions arrive. Raiden.
You shouldn't have picked gifts. They distract Chase.
We've just got a gif of Raiden just wobbling back and forth.
You've really gone all out with this PowerPoint.
Again,
there's no
there's no scenes, so it's just gifs. There's a lot of this. I hope you're used to this.
Oh,
This
gonna be
is
so
not
good.
maybe
I'm
one
gonna
for
have
the Spotify. Oh, although there are no videos on Spotify. So.
Thank you.
I'm gonna have such a good day.
So Raiden, Immortal.
Spelled correctly this time.
Spelled correctly this
Spelled
time.
correctly this time.
This is a different port of Mortal Kombat 1, which
Oh,
has the different spelling. Of
course.
So Raiden, Immortal Protector of Earthrealm and God of Thunder. This really, guys, Raiden is like one of the main characters of the entire series.
He's a god?
He's a god. He's the
What?
god of thunder and he is Earthrealm's protector. Each realm gets a god protector. Raiden is not an elder god, though. He's like a rung lower and he works for the elder gods.
Jesus fuck, okay.
And he's the only one on Earth at that level.
He's
because-
the only, he isn't, but for now, yes, he is.
Okay.
You're going to meet a couple of others, but right now he is the only one and he is the god of thunder. And he is immortal.
Maybe I'm just dumb. Is Mortal Kombat about to become our most complex lore?
It's
like the
this
hardest
isn't
to
even
follow.
the complex
You
bit.
don't remember what you did to us all those years ago. This is nothing.
So we've got Raiden, right? Raiden, real main character stuff here. Immortal protector of Earthrealm, god of thunder. He is not an elder god, he is a lesser god. That's what we call him. He looks out for threats to Earthrealm. I know, rude. He looks out for threats to Earthrealm and intervenes when he deems it necessary. It is rumored that he received a personal invitation to the tournament by Shang Tsung himself and took the form of a human to compete in the tournament. Now, this taking the form of the human thing, this is what he always looks like forever. We never see him look any different.
I'd imagine there's a lot of various levels of retconning happening throughout
Also,
40
out
years.
of curiosity, if he's meant to be Earth's protector, why has he not been at every Mortal Kombat?
It's a really good question.
Why did he have to wait for an invite?
Useless. He's so useless.
He got an invite. He's not rude. The guy's not a monster. You don't show up at someone's party. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't show up at like a main card boxing event and sort of go, I assumed I'd be fighting. You know?
I would pay money to see that, though. So Raiden's fatality is he grabs his opponent's head and electrocutes them until they explode. So there you go.
Actually, hold on. Who determines who fights in the Mortal Kombat?
Shang Tsung does.
Well, for Outworld, sure. For Earth,
No, Shang Tsung's like, Goro's now going to fight Raiden.
Why?
Because it's his island.
What?
He's the host, I guess.
Has he just been here for so long doing this? that
You're
he's
going
just-
to
so
get to
basically,
see.
so he chose that Shaolin monk guy, and he went, "Oh shit, I fucked up. I fucked up. I
it's-
should have
it's-
chosen Jerry."
It's less that and more, and I can't tell you this, right? Because it doesn't happen in this game, but it does happen in another game. Shang Tsung just loves Mortal Kombat, man. He loves it.
Is he in every game?
He's not in every game, but he's in almost all of them, yeah.
So this entire series is just the story of Shang Tsung.
Not quite, but you will see him, and it's almost like two guys will like get into a fight at the bar, and he'll pop up and go, "Oh, it's a fight! It's a fight!
Yeah.
Tournament time!" Da, 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 da. Like he will just start organizing fights as they happen. It's so good. Next fighter, Johnny Cage. So, Johnny Cage is a cocky martial arts movie star trained by great masters from around the world. He is the current box office champ and star of movies such as Dragon Fist and Dragon Fist 2, as well as the award-winning Sudden Violence. He is a top tier character for me. I love Johnny Cage. Not all characters get proper character arcs in this series. Johnny Cage rocks. He's so good. His fatality is he punches someone's head off, but he's also known for the ball buster, a move where he does the splits and punches someone in the balls.
That's funny.
Nice.
That's good. Yeah. For everyone listening along, his sort of character select pose here is he looks very Kevin Bacon.
Well, he was actually based off of Jean-Claude. He was based off of Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah. Big Hollywood smile, very muscly, dark glasses. You know, this is a guy who thinks he's going to win this tournament.
100%. He walks in and he's like, I'm going to win this. Get out of my way. Big dragon man, don't care. I'm going to punch your balls off.
There's something very human about that.
Yeah,
I think he's a good representative for us. Shut up. Punch you in the balls.
I can't wait to find out how your feelings are with Johnny Cage as we go on, because he is one of my top tier characters, and it really depends where you come down on the fan base. That guy's Marmite. He's so good.
He does feel very baseline. Like he's a solid like 5 out of 10 right now.
He is the if they were going to do a good Mortal Kombat movie, because there is yet to be a good one, Johnny Cage should be the main character. He should come in as the person who doesn't know anything about any of this and magical demons and all that stuff, and very much be like, what is happening? I'm just an actor. And that's how he often is played. But it never happens in a movie. Next character. Kano. A mercenary, thug, extortionist, and thief. But he's a man with a...
Is he a cyborg?
Not quite. So Kano's a baddie. He is a villain. He is a mercenary. He is a thug. He is the leader of the Black Dragon, a criminal group of cutthroat madmen feared and respected throughout all of crime's inner circles. He is from Earthrealm. He's come to the tournament because he heard Shang Tsung's palace was full of treasure and he plans to rob the place. He is not really here for the fighting or the saving the world.
So what I'm hearing is that you can show up to the Mortal Kombat without an invitation.
No, he got invited, but the only reason he accepted the invitation was because of the Jews.
I feel like there's better ways to make money than... You know this guy's been here for like 1,000 years running this... You know, I've got a suggestion. Go to the empty houses of all the fighters you know will be here.
Yeah.
Don't want to tell you how to do your job, mate.
Or I feel like you could just
That is what he sounds like, and it's so much better than mine.
I feel like, well, as we know, Neil is the voice actor of the podcast.
So Kano, bad guy, right? Mm-hmm. He's from Earthrealm, but he is a bad guy, and he has a cybernetic eye shield over his right eye. He's not a cyborg; he just has that implant. It shoots a laser out of it.
It is incredible how many of these characters seem like they were designed by a 10-year-old in the 90s. And that is brilliant. Like, I would have thought this character looked so fucking cool if this came out when I was a kid. Yeah. What's this one? 4 arms. Just what? How do you do it? Just put 2 on top of the other 2. Yes, really? Is that the most sensible way to do that? Yeah, stack them. Stack them up.
So Kano's fatalities, he rips someone's heart out of their chest.
Of course.
Sonya Blade is next. So Sonya Blade, a member of a top US Special Forces unit. Her team was hot on the trail of Kano and the Black Dragon, and she personally hates him because he killed her former partner. So Sonya hates Kano. They are like, this is a through line for them. Do you want to describe Sonya?
She looks like she's wearing sort of fitness instructor gear.
Yeah, she does.
For some reason.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what her fatality is over here on the right, but it does look like she's got like a fistful of glitter and she's blowing it in his face.
So, Sonya followed Kano to an uncharted island where they were ambushed by Shang Tsung's personal army. So she's only here to get Kano.
Shang Tsung's got an army here?
Yeah, he's got like a bunch of guards and stuff. Yeah,
okay.
So she's only here for Kano.
They took him to Shang Tsung and he goes, "Hey, you're going to be in the Mortal Kombat. You're in the Mortal Kombat."
Sonya's team were killed and she was forced into the tournament. It was like, you will die unless you fight.
I'm rooting for her now. Oh, God.
Her fatality is that she blows a kiss and then the kiss burns someone alive.
Oh, it was blowing something.
She's got burning kiss.
Even better. Even better.
Then we've got, these are the classic ones. These are the ones you know. Sub-Zero.
Oh, look at that fatality. Look at that.
Fatality.
No, you can't use it.
Not when you use
no one's dead yet.
That is a man with his entire
canon.
spinal
Not a canonical
cord
death.
written out.
It's not a canonical death.
You know you did wrong.
You're not allowed to be charged with the soundboard. Sub-Zero is a warrior called B-Han. And there are going to be points in the script where I call him B-Han. I will keep reminding you he's Sub-Zero, don't worry. Sub-Zero B-Han, he has ice powers, he's an ice ninja. Based on the markings of his uniform, it is believed he belongs to the Lin Kuei, a legendary clan of Chinese ninjas. He's come to the tournament because there's a hit out on Shang Tsung, and he's planning to kill him. His fatality is he grabs his opponent's head and pulls it, ripping it out along with their spine.
Love
It's a
how
good one.
the Ice Ninja's fatality has nothing to do with ice.
His fatalities get proper icy later, but for now, I guess they just couldn't animate it.
Question: does he have ice powers outside of the tournament?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yep. You're going to get a lot. So the ninjas, some of the ninjas just, there's not really an explanation for it, but they just have connections to the elements. Scorpion, Scorpion, he's a fire ninja.
Completely unrelated. Mm-hmm. Why is there a furry in military gear? There's a foxman in military
No, that's
fatigues.
just it's a metal mask in the
that's
shape of a fox.
That is a furry in military
That's a man in a
fatigues.
robe wearing a metal mask.
That is a metal furry mask.
Regardless,
That is
Scorpion.
a fox.
Scorpion.
That is
Scorpion.
That is just a color swapped Sub-Zero.
It is absolutely just a color
It's
swap.
just a
Sub-Zero,
color
yeah.
swap.
Scorpion is one of my favorites by far. Not just because he's really cool, but like he has a great
You
storyline.
just really like him because he's yellow Sub-Zero.
But yeah, pretty
What
much.
do we know about him at this point?
So his name is Hanzo Hasashi. Again, there will be points where I call him Hanzo, but I'll keep reminding you, don't worry, there are so many names. Hanzo Hasashi Scorpion. His origin is currently unknown, but one thing's for certain, he hates Sub-Zero, like with a passion.
Cool.
It's because he stole his look.
Blue!
They both showed up to the party together. They're like, one of us needs to change. Sub-Zero's like, it's not gonna be me.
So Scorpion's whole shtick is his clan is made up of shinobi called the Shirai Ryu. So Scorpion is from the Shirai Ryu, and Sub-Zero is from the Lin Kuei. I know it's a lot of names. I will keep you right. Don't worry.
Cool.
His fatality is the iconic one. He throws a Kyoketsu Shogi, which is like a spear attached to a rope. It slices into his opponent's chest, and he pulls them in close while yelling, "Get over here!" He then rips off his face, revealing it's just a skull underneath. And he breathes fire on his opponent, burning them alive.
I don't remember this at all.
This is canonical.
What?
This is not just for the sake of gameplay. This is a real thing. He can rip his face off, and there's a skull underneath.
Jeez.
Well, I would imagine that if any of us ripped our face off, there would in fact be a skull underneath.
Touche.
I think the difference is he can do it more than once.
Wait, yeah,
Yes,
is,
yes.
You and I could do that once.
is he a immortal skeleton or is he?
What's Scorpion's deal? Who knows?
Do you
It's a
think-
mystery. Ooh.
What's his name? Wizard, evil wizard.
Shang Tsung.
Do you think when the first time he saw this ninja rip his head and rip his own face off, he went, "Ooh, it's not my year. This isn't my year. I'm not going to invite that guy next time."
Yeah, I love this because technically, well, no, I won't go into it. So regardless, we've got one final fighter to learn about for this game, which is Liu Kang, Shaolin monk. Liu Kang has been taught in the ways of the great Kung Lao, the old monk from way back in the day who won a bunch of tournaments and then Goro beat him. He has had many masters, from outworld martial artists to monk grandmasters. He is from Earthrealm, but he is trained with other realms across time. His latest mentor is Raiden the Thunder God, who has been preparing him for this tournament. Kang is strong in his beliefs, and he despises Shang Tsung. He's just like, you're a baddie, and I hate baddies. That is the only reason he hates him. He's like, you're a bad guy, and I hate bad guys.
That's fair.
His fatalities, he kicks his opponent high into the air, piercing them on the spikes and rocks below. Everybody gets
What
a couple
spikes
of
rocks below?
Some of the stages have spikes and rocks. If you do it without the spikes and rocks, they will just like go in the air and then splat on the ground. Everybody has a few fatalities. I'm just picking one so you've got some sense of who these people are. Next, let's get to the actual story. Things get off to a bad start before the tournament even begins. On the ship over, Kano starts harassing Johnny Cage, so our Black Dragon mercenary and our movie star. And he's like, oh, big movie star thinks he's going to save the world. Cage pushes Kano off, but before the mercenary can swing at him, Liu Kang knocks him back and the two become fast friends. Liu Kang, Johnny Cage, now pals. When they arrive at the island, Liu Kang, Johnny Cage and Sonya Blade band together and are trained by Raiden in between fights. He's like, right, you guys need to start working harder, you need to start doing your training. The tournament proceeds, and our Shaolin monk Liu Kang makes it to the final.
Okay.
We're at the end of the game. Time to face Shang Tsung's champion, Goro, who's the Dragon Man. Goro roars and pounds into Liu Kang with his massive grey fists, but Liu Kang blocks him, leaping into the air and kicking at his face over and over and over again. We call that the bicycle kick. It's a great move. Goro is knocked off the platform where they're fighting, and he falls into the spiked pit below. He doesn't die, narrowly missing the spikes, but Earthrealm have won.
So we've got 950 years, 450 years, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Easy.
See you soon.
But what's that? Liu Kang followed all of the secret steps to a secret boss. He played the game in single player, went to the pit stage, saw a shadow fly by the moon in the background, won a fight with 2 flawless victories, and never blocked. And that means
I'm sorry. What was the shadow moon?
yeah, there's a bit where like a shadow goes across the moon. Sometimes it's like Santa and his reindeer. Sometimes it's like
What?
yeah, it's great.
What?
So he did all the secret moves. And then Shang Tsung sends in his personal bodyguard, Reptile.
So this is the canon ending.
It is now.
Okay.
This is kind of important, so let's say it is. Cannons all over. You'll see what I mean in a minute. So Reptile is a mysterious green ninja.
God, it's just another fucking color swap.
It's a color swap of Sub-Zero and Scorpion. Not much is known about him for now, but we do learn that Shang Tsung hired him to hang around at the bottom of the spiked pit and kill anyone who missed the spikes.
What a specific job.
What a shift.
Liu Kang beats Reptile back, it's fine. But then Shang Tsung cheats again, stepping into the ring himself. We learn through fighting him that Shang Tsung controls soul magic. He doesn't just kill his enemies, he absorbs their souls, gaining their memories, skills, and life force in the process. As Liu Kang fought Shang Tsung, Goro flew into a rage. Embarrassed that a puny human would defeat him.
Embarrassed that puny human would punch him in the nuts.
Oh, yeah. So he goes into a rampage and tries to kill Sonya Blade. He swings wildly, Sonya dodges out of the way, and Goro's fist connects with Kano's face, who's just standing there.
Kano seems like he was asking for it.
Yeah. Johnny Cage then leaps in to help. The only reason he does this is because he thinks Sonya's hot. And the actor, the soldier, and the mercenary battle Goro together. Meanwhile, Liu Kang defeats Shang Tsung, despite trickery like shape-shifting into other fighters. The day is saved, but the old sorcerer has one last trick up his sleeve. He opens a portal back to Outworld and escapes. But the portal starts to rupture the island fortress, and everything starts to collapse. Goro, Sonya, and Kano fall into the portal, vanishing into Outworld. Ooh. Gasp.
Right.
Epilogue. So, the thing with we are at the end. This episode's going to be a wee bit longer than that, though. I'll explain why in a minute.
Oh.
Epilogue. So the thing with Mortal Kombat games is that your ending will vary depending on which fighter you beat the game with. The later games have proper stories with cutscenes and stuff and canonical endings.
So we didn't actually have to win as
Liu Kang. No,
Liu Kang.
You could win with Kano if you wanted.
But in canon, Liu Kang.
In canon, Liu Kang wins. Liu Kang is very much the Goku character. He's the chosen one. He's always the one who should win. All that sort of thing. So yeah. The thing with Mortal Kombat games is that your ending will vary depending on which fighter you beat the game with, and some of the endings are not canon, but they do teach us important stuff that comes back later. So you have to kind of pick and choose. The writers pick and choose.
Must have been fun for you.
It was a lot of work to kind of remember where things are, because like I've played these games and even I was getting shocked by details that I forgot about. So regardless, here's a breakdown of everything canon that we learned from Mortal Kombat 1's endings. Number 1, Johnny Cage goes on to film a Mortal Kombat movie after the tournament.
No, don't do that. They're all bad.
Yeah, he's like, oh, this is a great experience. We're going to turn to a movie. And in the movie, he wins the Mortal Kombat. Scorpion is a man called Hanzo Hasashi. Years ago, he was brutally murdered by Sub-Zero and somehow returned. Gasp.
Somehow
returned.
Scorpion returns.
But as Shang Tsung's island starts to collapse, the two assassins battle each other. The fight is long and hard, but Scorpion emerges victorious, killing Sub-Zero.
Fatality.
Oh,
Bihan Sub-Zero is dead. He is canonically dead.
In an optional post credits. What?
More to come on all of that later. This one
I guess
isn't
they
canon.
didn't know what would be important in the way
they
that
did
we do.
not.
It's their first one. They were like, this ninja kills that ninja.
To be fair, if Scorpion was dead, who's to say Sub-Zero won't come back as like an ice skeleton?
Yeah.
Maybe.
He can also rip off his face now.
This one isn't canon, but I just really love it as an ending, so you're going to get it. This is Raiden's ending. He grows mad with power. His epilogue tells us that he soon invites other gods to participate in the contest. The ensuing battles rage on for years, and the wars result in our world's final destruction. Have a nice day.
They wrote that one at the last second. And also, I don't know much about these games. That isn't really the direction his character goes, is it?
It depends on who you're asking of what they should have done with Raiden. Raiden is also Marmite in the fan base. Again, really interesting how you think he's handled. That is the end of Mortal Kombat 1.
Okay.
Okay.
It is not the end of this lore dump episode.
I was about to say, this is the shortest Lord Up in history.
Yeah, they're going to be quite short to start off with. But in order to pad this out, I have bolted on another game, which is Mortal Kombat Mythologies Sub-Zero.
Okay.
So the entire foundation for Sub-Zero and Scorpion's characterization is given to us in a spin-off PS1 game.
Sure.
Mortal Kombat Mythologies, released in 1997.
Are there several of these mythologies?
No, it is very clear that they planned to do more.
It's
This
an
is terrible.
X-Men Origins thing.
It absolutely is. This is not a good video game. People did not like this. It takes place a couple of years before the events of Mortal Kombat 1, or it takes place a couple of days before. It really depends on who you're asking. It's a bit all over the shop. But it's also, like, awful, and this episode is so short, I figured I'd stick it on at the end.
He literally killed Scorpion the day before the tournament. He rocks up to the tournament. He's like, did I just fucking
damn,
play? I just did that.
Legit. So, yeah, let's kick it. This one actually has a proper story with cutscenes, though, which is, yeah, this is gonna, I think you'll enjoy this, but it is not a good video game.
PS2 era cutscenes.
PS1 era cutscenes. They're bad.
Oh,
well, they're live action. So
Oh, even better.
we open with Raiden's voice. There's live action Raiden for you. Thousands of years ago, the Earth was devastated by a battle between the gods. It was a war between good, and we see Raiden, god of thunder, and evil. We see Shinnok, the elder god of death.
Okay.
Shinnok is an elder god,
Okay.
and he's a bad guy. Now, the voice continues, that war is in danger of being fought once again, and only one mortal can stop it. The Shaolin Temples of China. The Lin Kuei warrior, Sub-Zero, breaks in under cover of darkness. He's here to steal the sacred map of elements, but someone is expecting him. Scorpion. You will fail, Scorpion says, and that is what he sounds like in the game. That is not the voice I will actually end up giving him, but that's what he sounds like here. He goes, you will fail. And he runs away. What? Yeah, he goes, you will fail. And then he goes, ha 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 ha, and runs off.
But what? I'm going to give you a fair crack at it first.
Sub-Zero fights through the temples and eventually catches up. The map is mine, Scorpion says, but he barely gets to finish that sentence because Sub-Zero kicks him in the shin, grabs his head, and rips it off.
Oh.
Fatality.
Right.
Scorpion dies. Sub-Zero retrieves the map and escapes, returning to Lin Kuei headquarters, where he presents it to his Grandmaster. The Grandmaster chuckles and pats him on the head and is like, well done, but before they can celebrate, a stranger appears. Greetings, he says.
Is this the live action?
This is the live action. Yeah.
Can we please watch these over lunch?
I will absolutely show you these over lunch.
So good.
Because the acting is so good.
I love it already.
Yeah, Sub-Zero especially because that mask never lowers, so he's doing a lot of eye acting, and it's a lot of eye acting.
It's so weird because he looks like an action figure. He doesn't look like a real human being. But what's his name definitely looks like a real human being.
I don't know which one you're talking about. They both look like action figures to me. I will tell you right now, this man's name is Quan Chi. This pale man.
Quan Chi, Elder God of Death.
No, Shinnok is the Elder God of Death.
Oh.
This man is Quan Chi, different character.
Oh.
Yes. So the man steps forward, Quan Chi, and he goes, greetings. I see the ninja has been successful in retrieving my map, as I have foreseen. He is ashen white, dark markings and tattoos line his skin. He wears pointed, dark armor. This is the sorcerer Quan Chi. He is from the Nether Realm, and he hired the Lin Kuei to steal the map.
Oh, hell's involved now. We're in hell.
Quan Chi from the Nether Realm hired Sub-Zero's clan to steal this map.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's get something straight, Sub-Zero hisses. I am not a ninja. I am Lin Kuei. Scorpion was a ninja, and someone tipped him off that I would be there. He whirls on Quan Chi. It was you, sorcerer, wasn't it? That's not actually how he says it. He says it's like, it was you, wasn't it? Sorcerer! It's bizarre, some of the intonation. Yes. Quan Chi grins. I retained Scorpion's services, yes, in case you failed. Your peace of mind almost cost me this mission, Sub-Zero snarls, but the pair of them are interrupted by the Grandmaster. Enough! Quan Chi, where is our payment? Oh, yes, I forgot, Quan Chi says, raising a large sack, and he empties it on the floor. Bones and skulls fall out. the bones of your arch nemesis and leader of Scorpion's ninja clan. I have personally made certain that every member of the Shirai Ryu have been eliminated forever.
So what I'm hearing is this guy is definitely powerful enough to have just gotten the map himself.
100%.
So hang on.
Why is Sub-Zero here?
Yeah.
This guy he hired Sub-Zero, he put Scorpion in his path, and in return, the payment was, that guy I made you kill outside of the mission parameters. Don't worry, I also killed his family.
I think the understanding is that either Sub-Zero or Scorpion would retrieve the map. If Scorpion got the map, he would probably have done this to Sub-Zero's clan.
Right.
Yeah, this is the payment. Because those two clans hate each other.
I didn't ask to fight Scorpion in the first place.
Yeah.
And I would have got money or something.
Yeah,
you know?
it was a contingency plan in case he's failed. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yep. 100%. So the Grandmaster cackles at this as he looks at the bones and he claps his hands together. The Grandmaster never gets a name. Sub-Zero stares in horror at the bones on the floor. An entire clan wiped out. He tries to object, but he's cut off by the Grandmaster. Quan Chi has another job for him. The map he stole leads to the ancient temple of the elementals. So we got the map, now we need to go to the temple. Inside that temple is the...
Out of curiosity, so I can
Hit me.
theory craft
Yep.
here. Does he have ice powers yet?
He does.
Oh.
Yeah, you'd think that he learns his elemental.
That this whole elemental map
No,
thing.
he hates sorcerers apart from those
I did kind of
powers.
previously assume that was also why Scorpion was there. Scorpion's like, I already have elemental powers. I can't let you get them too.
Nope, he already has his ice powers.
Fuck my theory crafting.
Yeah. That would be cool.
Don't
That
try
would
and
be
make
cool.
it good.
Don't try and make it make sense.
This is awesome. Shut up. Right. So inside this temple he needs to go to is the Amulet of Shinnok. This is actually really important
Death guy.
for a
Paying
bunch
attention.
of stuff. Yeah. So it's an important amulet that belongs to the Elder God of Death.
Is there a reason that name
Quan Chi.
that Quan Chi looks like Shinnok?
No,
Do they work for each other?
You're going to see Shinnok in a bit, and a little part of you will think, oh, they don't really look a lot alike. But no. Quan Chi absolutely does work for Shinnok. Yeah, I will tell you that right now.
Okay.
Yeah. He's the Elder God of Death, and Quan Chi's from the Nether Realm, which is hell
And
is death.
he's the one that sent us to get the amulet of Shinnok.
Yes, he's like, right, your next task is to go and get me this weird amulet.
Okay.
Again, this definitely feels like Shinnok told him to do it, and he's like, I can't be fucked. Somebody else do it for me.
That is 100% what this feels like. You're totally right.
He's delegated it down to some ninjas.
Careful when you get in the temple. There might be a little friend waiting for you. Have you paid someone else to be in there as well? Maybe.
So the Amulet of Shinnok is said to contain great mystic powers, but don't worry about all of that. Go and get the amulet. So Sub-Zero sets off and soon arrives at the temple. He battles various elementals and eventually opens the way to the amulet. But as he reaches out, boom, Quan Chi teleports in and snatches it up.
Oh, I was just bringing it out to you. I was about to bring it out to
He
you.
could have just come here anyway.
Again, why has Quan Chi delegated all this out? Why is Sub-Zero here?
So sorry. Sub-Zero broke the seal on the temple. That's what it was. So he's like, Shinnok's amulet, at last I must thank you, Sub-Zero, for breaking the seal on this place.
Okay,
And,
so Shang-Chi couldn't have done that himself.
No, he couldn't have broke the seal.
Okay.
I don't know.
Cool. I mean, I'm fine with that. At least it gives a reason as to why he didn't just do it himself.
Don't stress too much about the logic
I'm
of this
stressing.
one.
I'm
This is
so
not a
stressed.
good one. So Sub-Zero's like, he's like, whose amulet? But he's just confused. He doesn't know who Shinnok is. And Quan Chi's like, my lord Shinnok, trapped in the Nether Realm. But soon he will be the destroyer of your Earth Realm. Once I return this amulet to him, he will break free of the confines of the Nether Realm and destroy everything. And cackling, Quan Chi teleports out of there. Sub-Zero goes to leave, and then flash, a bolt of lightning strikes the ground, and Raiden appears, the Thunder God. Do you realize what you've done? He yells. Your clan's ignorance and greed will cost us this entire realm. Look, I was just doing my job, Sub-Zero replies. I've never heard of an elder god named Shinnok or the Nether Realm. I don't believe in it. Well, you better start believing it, Raiden says, because you're going there to retrieve the amulet. Oh. Why can't you go, Thunder Man? This is what he says. This is how he talks.
Mr. Thunder.
And Raiden says something actually is quite important. He goes, I have no dominion in the Nether Realm. My powers are diminished there. You, Bihan, are reality's only hope. He opens up a portal and Sub-Zero starts to head through.
Do Sub-Zero's powers work there?
They do, yes.
Oh, sweet.
I guess him is like specifically Earth's protector.
That's exactly
Power
what it is.
tied to
Yeah.
Earth.
Okay.
Yep.
You've put more thought into it than anyone else did.
But, you know.
So Raiden opens up a portal into the Netherrealm, and Sub-Zero starts to head through. He's like, fine, I'll get your damn amulet. And as he heads off, Raiden
Your
says,
damulet.
your damn amulet. I quite like that because Shinnok is like the elder god of death and the damned. So as he heads through, Raiden's like, some words of advice. The Netherrealm is a place of lost souls. If you fail, your soul will be stuck there. Beware the Brothers of the Shadow. So the game never explains this, but the Brothers of the Shadow is the cult that Quan Chi belongs to. It's the cult of Shinnok, the Brothers of Shadow. It's these, yeah. They're not that important.
Beware of these people that you've already been dealing with.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks for your help, Raiden.
So
I'm starting to see why people don't like Raiden.
yeah. If you die in the Netherrealm, this is key though. If you die in the Netherrealm, you stay in the Netherrealm because of course that's where your soul goes after you die. So
It's just a shortcut, really. Isn't
yeah,
it?
you get trapped in the Netherrealm if you die in the Netherrealm. So there you go.
Did you know that people die when they are killed?
But how consistent that sentence is might vary as we go on. So no fatalities yet. We've not had one. Don't touch the button.
I've given us buttons.
Big red button.
I'll find some different buttons instead.
No. So into the Netherrealm Sub-Zero goes. Arriving at the prison of souls, he races through traps,
that a
kicks the ass
robot?
of guards. What's that?
Is that a robot?
It's just a suit of armor on a guard, just a man.
That's a robot.
It's weird this actually because Sub-Zero Mythologies really presents the Netherrealm as like this almost like dystopic cyberpunk hellscape, and it's not. It is rocks, it's rubble, it's lava, it's volcanoes. That's what the Netherrealm is. Big old gothic castles.
So this game's just wrong.
It's just wrong. The way it presents the Netherrealm is wrong. But for now, let's just roll with it. So he races through traps, kicks the ass of guards, but is eventually ambushed and knocked out. Awakening in a prison cell, he tries the door and is blasted back by the metal. A pale man in dark robes steps out of the shadows. Who are you? A lost soul, he says. Like you. If you're here, you must belong here. Rejected from your own realm, no doubt. You couldn't exist here unless your soul contained the impurities of evil. So good people can't walk around the Netherrealm. You have to have your soul tainted by sin.
Where do you go if you're good and you die?
Heaven.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, heaven exists in this world, yeah.
Does capital G God exist in this world?
No, but there is a god technically above the elder gods. It's a whole thing. We'll get to it.
There's an Erualuvatar.
Just focus on the elder gods for now. So heaven, Netherrealm, elder gods.
There's the eldest God.
Pretty much, yeah. There is an
Also,
eldest god, yeah.
They do absolutely look the same. They're just wearing different clothes.
I don't see that. Oh, sorry. Who do you think this is, Chase?
Assumedly Shinnok.
It's Shinnok. It's
Yeah.
Lord Shinnok. Yeah.
They look exactly the same, just
excuse
with
me,
different clothes.
Lord Shinnok. Thank you.
Schnack.
But so this is
He's looking like a real.
He's the Lord Schnack.
so Shinnok's like, oh, like you've been rejected from your own realm. That's clearly why you're here. He misreads the whole situation.
Yes,
Sorry,
of course.
Wait. So he wasn't aware that fucking other guy was delegating his work down.
No, he was not.
He fully thinks that what's his name was doing the actual job.
So he's in the whole of hell. He's just bumped into him.
Yeah.
And immediately gotten a wrong assumption about it.
In a prison cell as well. Is
Well,
he in prison?
Yeah. So Lord Shinnok is trapped in the Netherrealm by the elder gods. They've locked him down in the Netherrealm for bad things that
But
we
isn't
will
it
learn
his own
about.
world? Can't he just be like, hey, Jerry, I hired you. Let me out the cage.
Well, okay, so I can tell you this now. Where is it? I've got it as a note at the bottom here as a little final note, but it's worth noting that Shinnok is tortured by Lucifer for aeons. Quan Chi helps him overthrow the devil. This happens off camera.
Is the devil an elder god?
Lucifer is not an elder god. He just he's the lord of the Netherrealm, but not
I
right
thought
now.
Shinnok was Lord of the
Well,
Netherrealm.
he is now because he overthrew the devil.
Oh, of course.
From prison, I guess. I don't know.
So
Look,
the-
Shinnok can just come and go. I don't know why he's here.
Hey, all right.
He's not really locked away, but he does appear in this prison cell. And he does kind
I
of
don't
pretend.
know why. His outfit's giving me Star Wars, and I have no clue why.
I think Star Trek.
Yeah, like old Star Trek for sure.
I like the pointies.
I know you do. Here we go. Yes. So Sub-Zero kind of snaps at Shinnok and he says, "Haven't you tried to escape, old man?" He's such an asshole, Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero is very
Wrinkly.
swiftly becoming my favorite character.
Wrinkly bitch.
And Shinnok's like, "Oh, I'll be leaving this realm shortly. But first, I must play Raiden's game." He vanishes, and Sub-Zero works through more cells.
Why would an elder god need to play a lesser god's game?
I don't know. He doesn't like Raiden, though, Shinnok, because we were told at the beginning that these two have fought before.
Because as we know, the opposite of death is lightning.
Because Shinnok kind of rose up against the Elder Gods. That's what we learned, is that he basically tried to usurp the Elder Gods and become the ultimate god. And Raiden presumably was part of that fight.
It's Morgoth, yeah.
Yeah. Sure. So regardless, Sub-Zero heads off in through more cells, breaking through the prison, and he hits another cell, and he hears, "Don't worry about escape," a new voice says. Sub-Zero looks up and sees Scorpion.
Ooh.
So the only reason he's back is because he just came back from Netherworld after dying.
Quite literally, yes.
Okay,
when you die, you go to the Nether Realm, and
you can come back.
You can use a portal to step into other realms.
So everybody can come back and rip their face off.
Not rip your face off, no, but you
So
can't.
what I'm
everybody can come
hearing
back.
is that because Netherworld exists, no deaths are final.
Some deaths are final. Deaths of good characters are final because
Because they go to heaven.
they go to heaven.
Oh, so only assholes come back.
Yeah.
Great system, guys.
Only assholes are immortal.
But and it is a whole. I do want to point out that it is a whole thing to come back from the dead in this universe. Like, it does happen a lot, but it is a whole thing. Characters are just stepping out of portals, going, "Yeah, I've just come from the Nether Realm. It's all right, guys." Regardless,
They just pay slide Shinnok a $5.
yeah.
You want to let me back? I've got a Mortal Kombat to compete in.
So Sub-Zero sees Scorpion, and his eyes are milky white, and he kind of like tilts
delicious.
his head. Sub-Zero looks at the outfit, and he tries to remember really hard, and it's like, "Who are you?"
What?
Yeah, he seems legit, and that's an actual question. He does not recognize Scorpion.
He seems so clear at knowing who he was the first time. And also, I'd love to think that Quan Chi absolutely just hired Scorpion a second time. He's like, "Hey, I know you died the last time I hired you, but like, can I hire you again?"
Yeah.
Just fuck with Sub-Zero again. Did he? No.
We'll talk about that another day. So yeah, Sub-Zero's like, who are you? And Scorpion goes, "I'm a dead man. You killed me in cold blood, but you seem to have retained your immortality, which means you're vulnerable to death."
That is an accurate assessment of mortality. We are all, are we not,
But again-
vulnerable to death? If anything, I would say it's my weakness.
So, wait, if he's already alive, if he died, would he literally just, eyes went milky, he just wakes back up?
In the Nether Realm, yeah.
So
And there's no way for him to get back without someone else helping him.
Okay, but again, there's no way for him to get back anyway without somebody else helping him.
And he is
Touché.
being helped.
I feel like there's no difference
He's
between
getting
that.
out either way today. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
the Mortal Kombat universe later on will start kind of talking a little bit about what it feels like to not have a soul, and it's not nice. It's not a nice feeling. You do lose a piece of yourself when
Okay,
you die.
so when you die, you lose your soul.
Yeah.
I think like maybe it's like Game of Thrones when they get brought back, they lose a little bit of themselves almost like that. That's what
It's
I'm
that. You just lose a little piece of yourself.
I've
You
I've
know.
never seen Game of Thrones, so I had no clue people came back.
Oh, yeah.
Well, people come back in
People
Game of
come
Thrones,
from the
yeah.
dead, yeah. But it's horrible.
Yeah.
It only happens a couple
It doesn't feel nice, and it's exactly that. It's this unplaceable. It's like an itch you can't scratch. That's what it feels like to be undead, to come back. So regardless, Scorpion's like, "Yeah, you're vulnerable to death, and I'm going to kill you." And Sub-Zero's like, "Oh, you! I had no choice." And Scorpion goes, "You could have let me live, but I guess it wasn't enough to just kill me. You murdered my whole clan, including my wife and child. Quan Chi told me what you did."
Well,
Which is a straight up lie, because we know Quan Chi killed his clan. Quan Chi killed his wife and child. Sub-Zero didn't. Only thing Sub-Zero's guilty of is killing Scorpion.
all I'm getting out of this is that Scorpion fucks.
What?
Quan Chi told me what you did. You're mistaken, Sub-Zero says. Quan Chi is responsible for their deaths. Words will not save you. Scorpion lunges at Sub-Zero and throws him against the bars. Sub-Zero whirls around, freezes Scorpion, and escapes. As he runs across the wall of the prison, we cut to a distant rooftop. The demon Sarina watches him through a pair of binoculars.
In live action?
In live action. This is Serena. That's not Serena, sorry. Her on the left. She's Serena. The lady with the white in her hair. She looks like a normal woman wearing a leather corset, and she has white in her hair. That's it. That's Serena. Anyway, reaching the top of Shinnok's fortress, Sub-Zero approaches Quan Chi's throne. I love this like shit-eating grin Quan Chi has. It's so good.
I'm obsessed with how all out they went on these costumes.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
This entire these cutscenes are great. I don't know why people don't like this game.
Because the gameplay is terrible. It's a side-scrolling beat-em-up, and it's using the Mortal Kombat fighting system. So it's not like you run around like ja, and you're moving while you attack. It's a lot of like planting your feet and fighting, and then you walk along to the next one, and there's platforming and swinging axes, and the platforming is terrible. It's a whole thing. Anyway, so we reach Shinnok's fortress where Quan Chi is waiting. He's sitting on his throne. And it's like, welcome to my home, Sub-Zero. If you're still looking for the amulet, you'll find it just a few floors up, around Lord Shinnok's neck. You've arrived a little late. I was busy, Sub-Zero. I don't know why he's like so... Anyway, don't you realize why Raiden sent you? Quan Chi rises to his feet. The Netherrealm is a place for evil beings. You belong here. Join my brothers of the shadow and worship our Lord Shinnok. Never, sorcerer! Sub-Zero comes in with a roundhouse kick, freezing the tip of his foot for extra impact. He knocks Quan Chi back, and just before the sorcerer can respond, Serena appears behind him with an uppercut.
Sure.
Yeah, there's like a throwaway scene where he's like, go and get Sub-Zero, you work for me, you're a demon. And Serena's like, okay.
So she's a demon, she's not a brother of Shadow.
No, she's just a demon that lives down
So
here.
she's not dead.
She's not dead, she's a demon.
Got you.
Yeah.
A demon that is very much just a human.
Just a human. Looks like a human, but she's a demon.
But you put some white in your hair, that makes you a demon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All old people, demons.
So for reasons really unknown, Serena has betrayed Quan Chi. She appears behind Quan Chi with an uppercut. He flies up off the platform and falls to his doom, exploding.
Yep, fine. No questions.
I've written in italics here, fatality, question mark?
Fatality.
Question mark.
Question mark. I guess let's say fatality, but he does just like respawn in the Netherrealm, so it's
Yeah,
fine.
can you actually die in the Netherrealm, or do you just keep respawning?
You will see what happens later on if to people who die in the Netherrealm. Really, Quan Chi does some fucking spooky shit. And
You go to hell.
It's not hell, but it's more like if you die in the Netherrealm, again, you lose that little piece of yourself. You see Scorpion. He is just like this angry shadow of a man. Just
already
like,
was.
It's implied that's not the case. He was actually a very spiritual person before he died, but we don't get to see that.
He had a wife and child.
He had a wife and child, yeah. So, Quan Chi's dead. He explodes. Why did you help me? Sub-Zero asks. You're immortal, Serena says. That means you can leave here. I want you to take me with you. I've waited an eternity for a chance to escape. Zap! A blast of purple magic hits Serena and she goes limp. Sub-Zero looks over and sees the mysterious pale man from his prison cell. Who is it? Oh, it's Lord
wearing
Shinnok.
the necklace.
He's wearing his
the
amulet.
amulet.
The Damulet. He's wearing the Damulet of Shinnok. The two warriors duel ferociously, but Sub-Zero gets the upper hand, ripping off the amulet. He just manages to get... You get the amulet of Shinnok and he becomes weaker.
So what I'm hearing is that Shinnok's is this just fucking like Horcrux rules?
I forget.
He put all his power in the Damulet.
Not really. It's just it just levels him up, basically. It makes him
So he's a
achieve his
shitty
full-
elder god.
He's a demigod, then with the amulet, he becomes full god. Does that make sense?
Okay,
Wait,
fine.
so he's not an elder god.
No, he is an elder god, but like power level
he's a
wise,
shitty one.
He's not. Yes. So who cares? I've got 3 lines left.
Okay, right. We won't even come in once, I bet. Probably.
So Sub-Zero gets the upper hand, ripping off the amulet and leaping through a portal back to Earthrealm. Impressive, Sub-Zero, Raiden grins. Perhaps you'll reconcile your reckless past after all.
I'm sorry, the way his face is. I'm just kidding. He's like talking through like gritted teeth.
It's
done,
especially because of the
Sub-Zero.
time period and the way that it is. All of the men really sound like,
My name is Raiden. I'm here to get you. My name is Raiden.
you know,
He's
yeah.
also holding the damn amulet like it's a cookie that he's about to bite. Thank you
Yeah.
for bringing this delicious amulet back to me.
I will now be using this to power my cell pop.
Well, Sub-Zero doesn't appreciate Raiden's whole shtick, and he's like, "That's it? Not even a thank you?" And Raiden's like, "Thank yourself," and he starts to leave.
This was a valuable learning experience for you.
Yeah, that's
Spin on
exactly
it,
the
bitch.
So Sub-Zero reaches out and touches Raiden's shoulder, and he's like, "Wait! Quan Chi said that the only reason I could survive in the Netherrealm was because there's evil in my soul." And he looks at Raiden fearfully and says, "Is that true?" Raiden looks at him. "Yes."
Fatality.
Boom, roasted. Boom, roasted.
God damn it. I'm going to take that off you. So yes, so Raiden's like, "Yes, there is evil in your soul." And he goes, "But only you control your destiny, Sub-Zero. Your path is yours to choose." And sometime later,
Which
Shang
path
Tsung...
of evil will you take?
Well, sometime later, Shang Tsung shows up and he's like, "Yo, I've got a Mortal Kombat tournament. Do you want to come?" He goes, and then Scorpion kills him. So who cares? Yeah.
And then he's in Netherrealm.
They're both in
and
Netherrealm.
then they both just keep killing each other until the end. They truly are enemies to lovers. This isn't enemies to lovers. Until you find out they're just actually half of the same person who was separated at birth.
There's a bit of a running gag after this point in the series, and I will just tell you so you can be on the lookout for it, because you know that Sub-Zero is an iconic character. He is obviously going to return. There's a bit of a running gag that like Sub-Zero just can't win a fight from this point on, to the point where like the devs have even like lent into this. So the opening menus of some games are just Sub-Zero getting like decapitated or something over and over and over again. And it's like, that's not really canon necessarily or lore related, but it's just this idea that Sub-Zero always loses from this point on. That is the end of it. That's Mortal Kombat 1 and Mortal Kombat Mythologies.
Aw,
Did you enjoy yourself?
I'm having a great time.
Yeah, good.
I'm having a great time.
Loving it.
Yeah. Again,
This is chaos.
it's very this for the first few.
I
and
hope
then
it's
we'll-
this for all of them.
No, because we'll get to proper cutscenes. Like quite similar to this.
boo.
Yeah, I know.
Real lore.
There's one character in this sincerely that makes me cry when like we get to their bit.
I don't want to cry.
Yeah, I know. It's not really a crying heavy stuff, but it's like there's one that really goes through it, and it's so good.
It's one we
Yeah.
haven't met yet. It's fucking Dragon Boy.
Son of four-armed dragon man.
So we will.
He's slightly deformed from when Johnny Cage punched him in the nuts.
We're gonna leave it there,
Right.
and I'm going to say goodbye to you, and not even going to bother the tease because you know what's coming next. It's Mortal Kombat 2.
Fatality.
Bye bye.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
When we were here, literally just like DJ mix.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I need
No, it's fine.
I need
Sorry,
Neil
the
to
toy.
see these.
Hello? Can I help you?
Oh, did it not do?
There's a slight
It's a tiny
robotic.
bit.
Oh, it's
Oh,
like
oh.
a kind of high
Oh, it's
voice.
on you. It's
Why is it
only
on
on
me?
you. I don't know.
It's
Hello.
not on me. Oh,
Fatality.
we.
Oh, it's so sad. It's only on
not
you.
on
It's only
me.
on you.
That's okay.
That's good. It means
What? Wait, we can actually use this. That.
yeah. Hello. Wait, can you turn me off? Because I've got like 11 episodes.
What's to do?
Oh, I'll turn you off, big boy.
Right. Thank you.
Oh my god.
It's so good. It's so good. I love it so much. Okay, I've got it just on the
You ready?
fatality one. Yeah. We've gotten that out of our system.